Hello, hello, mis cielitos. Welcome back. Coco and Binks are here, and we are continuing Steins Gate, where I think we have completed most of the flags that we missed previously in order to get the true ending, so we're just gonna go ahead and proceed to where we left off. Hello, twin. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
Hi, twin.
Ah, yes, this is where we did the ridiculous plan to try and turn the TV back on. Oh,
God.
wait. Maybe not yet.
I guess not, because we didn't see that scene of her on top
There
of
we go. Trying to suffocate him.
That was such a weird scene, seeing how perverted he was.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I was like, no, I wanted to think highly of him as being, you know, a nice papa, but now I'm like...
Like, at least make it women your own age, dude.
Right?
Aw. Well, I know Binks wants to see this scene again, so why don't we just go through it slowly?
No. Oh my god, we didn't see this last time!
No, I don't think we did. Oh, shit.
Jesus!
Moeka pulls the trigger. Blood splurts from Mayuri's forehead. It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Hello, Marco.
Oh my God!
Welcome to the stream. I'm sure you're glad to see this image.
What the frick? I'm so upset. Well, they made it so much worse now.
Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I think we just didn't proceed this far
like
enough.
0 to 100. I'm so just triggered right now.
I'm so sorry, dear. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then, the smell of blood. Ah! Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. The sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arms, Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath. And then...
Oh, God, he...
Mayuri?
No. No!
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You three, come with us, now. No more warnings. Resist, and we'll kill you too. Damn, she a cold-hearted snake, alright.
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke?
This was,
Kurisu,
right?
Yeah.
We may have created a monster here.
This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri? Wake up, Mayuri! You'll catch a cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I can take you home if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together like we used to before Daru joined, when it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile whirl through my head. 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
But now you're fine. You don't need me to be your hostage anymore. I knew that was a death flag, dang it. Ugh.
No, Mayuri, I still need you. Laugh for me. Like you always do. Greet me with your silly tuturu. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mayuri.
The microphone can't handle it. Like it couldn't handle when Buttons was doing the high pitch.
Red flames consume my mind. An inferno of rage and hate, and the burning desire to kill everything I see.
Kill Moeka.
I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand up. And then I fling myself at Moeka.
Get her! Get her! Okabe.
But before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind.
You can't.
Let me go! Let me go!
You can't. They'll kill you.
Moeka's gun is aimed at my head.
Dang it.
Her finger is already on the trigger. You gonna kill me too?
If you resist. Please, Okabe, do what she says, okay? Otherwise, they'll kill you too.
I tear my hand from Kurisu's grip. My vision is a tunnel with Moeka on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed Mayuri in cold blood. I'll do the same to her.
No!
Moeka pulls the trigger. The sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head.
Oh my god.
I nearly lose my balance again. But I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Moeka's gun is lying at her feet. Besides it is a small stone.
Yeah, someone got her.
Someone must have thrown it and knocked her gun aside.
Who is this? Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? Get down!
I think I know who it is, but you voice it for now.
Get down.
Gah!
Oh.
Suddenly, Suzuha is there in the doorway, knocking one man down in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, she's badass. Okay.
Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws the incapacitated man towards them to block their aim.
Damn, how strong is she to throw a big man like that?
Right? She then slides into the feet of the man at the rear, tripping him forward, and in a single smooth, flowing motion, drives her knee into the man's face as he falls.
Who the hell?
The dark-skinned man aims his rifle. But before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him.
Oh my god, she's shooting him. She's badass. Okay. Ugh.
Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw.
This feels like we had a total genre shift.
Mm-hmm.
Enough. Ooh.
The next thing I know, the 5 men are down, and Moeka's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moeka's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
Who are you?
42. Suzuha's reply makes no sense. She glances at me. TV. What is she saying? Turned on.
Ah. She was giving him a clue. Smart girl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's probably why she left in the first place. She was with us
Yeah.
during the party.
Mm-hmm. And she left like all of a sudden.
Suddenly, Kurisu springs up and makes a break for the development room.
Okay, yeah, Kodisu would be smart enough to figure out what's going on. Don't move.
That's my line. I suddenly realize the meaning of Suzuha's words. The 42-inch TV downstairs. It's on. She wants me to use the time leap machine? I look at Mayuri's body. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed. They'll never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I use the machine, I can avert Mayuri's death. But at the same time, it could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? Mayuri is dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it. I stagger into the development room. Kurisu is about to put on the headgear. I pull it away from her.
Okabe.
I'm going back.
No, I should be the one to.
I grab Kurisu's wrist as she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes wet with tears. I will save Mayuri.
But what if it fails?
I ignore her and put on the headgear. Moeka's last shot grazed the side of my head. My ears are still ringing, and there's blood on my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail. I might even die. But I have to try. It's my only chance to save Mayuri. Kurisu bites her lips and activates the X-68000. Okabe Rintaru! One of them's moving!
Get in there. Kill them. Damn, kids.
The crew-cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grabbed future gadget number 4, Mode Snake, from the shelf and flick the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Oh, look at your gadgets coming in handy. Okay. Kill them. Ah!
Kurisu!
Okabe, are you sure? Are you sure about this? Really?
Do it, Kurisu! Activate the machine! Ugh. Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? It doesn't matter. I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting! The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Wait for me, Mayuri. I won't die here. I'll cross through time to save you. Leap, my memories. Leap to the past. Leap! The world explodes into light. Oh, jeez.
I hope that Kurisu had already set like the correct time before he came in, you know?
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh boy.
Mayuri? Mayuri? No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri doesn't answer. Mayuri is standing in front of a grave, gazing at the sky. The grave belongs to her grandmother, who died when Mayuri was 11 years old. Her parents were always busy with work, so her grandmother was her only companion. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I expected Mayuri to break down and cry. She didn't. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at her grandmother's memorial portrait. 6 months went by. I had advanced to middle school, so Mayuri and I no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would always be standing there. Every day, rain or shine, she would stand for hours before the grave, staring wordlessly at the sky as if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. The watch had belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting the grave. Mayuri. No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri did not answer. Back then, Mayuri wouldn't talk to anyone. Not to me, not even to her parents. Whenever I saw her standing there, staring at the sky, I felt unease grip my heart. Her gaze was so earnest, her intention so pure, that I feared some power might grant her wish and carry her off to heaven to join her beloved grandmother. And so, to ensure that nothing like that happened, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the sky-gazing Mayuri and call her name. Mayuri. But no matter how many times I called her, Mayuri wouldn't reply. The only sound in the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice, calling her name. It was raining that day, too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast to the umbrella's color, the sky was glazed gray, covered in clouds. After a while, the rain stopped. Rays of light shone through the gaps in the clouds, a stunningly beautiful sight. Rembrandt's rays, they are called, or sometimes the angel's ladder. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the cemetery. It caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it into the sky. Mayuri seemed not to notice. She kept staring at the sky. And then slowly, so very slowly, she stretched her hand out to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light, as if her grandmother were reaching down to pull her up. And then she lifted herself on her toes. To me, it looked as if she were floating up towards heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace. In retrospect, my fears were just a childish fantasy, but at the time, I truly believed that Mayuri might vanish. I won't let you go. I won't let anyone take you away. I realized how embarrassing the words coming from my own mouth were. You're my hostage now, my guinea pig. It was the first excuse that came to mind. Before her grandmother died, Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series about costumed heroes battling evil. I particularly admired the villain, a mad scientist. I even got pretty good at mimicking his lines.
Ah, I see.
Now I was doing it to hide my embarrassment.
Such a tsundere.
So...
I'll become a chuny to cover up my feelings for you.
I could feel my face growing red, but I kept up the mad scientist act all the same. If nothing else, it was better than admitting my insecurities. There's no escaping me. As I said this, I realized that Mayuri was shaking.
Oh.
She whispered. It was the first time in 6 months that I had heard her speak. Her voice was choked with tears.
Mayushi's your hostage. I guess I'm stuck here, huh?
She smiled happily. Tears fell from her eyes. And then Mayuri buried her face in my chest. Where am I? Who am I? I can't see. I can barely think. A terrible screech fills my head, like feedback from a giant speaker. Eh. It penetrates my brain like 100 sharp needles stabbing me right behind the eyes. I thought brains weren't supposed to feel pain.
Be.
And there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain, and a terrible itching like my body is on fire.
Kabe.
I want to crack open my skull and tear out my brain. I want to scrape out my soft gray matter with my fingers and eat it.
Ooh. Oh, Be.
The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Who am I?
Okabe, what's wrong with you?
Suddenly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. I slowly come back to my senses. I'm in the lab, standing in front of the phone wave named Subject to Change, with my cell phone to my ear. No, not the phone wave named Subject to Change. Since headgear is attached to it, it's a time leap machine. It's hard to breathe. Give me oxygen. I hear a low, wheezing groan and realize that it's coming from my own throat. I close my mouth, then take a deep breath. The insides of my throat feel like they're burning. I resist the urge to cough and continue filling my lungs with air. I notice that I'm drenched in sweat. The drops sliding down my forehead are annoying. I try to wipe them away with the back of my right hand. My hand obeys. Slowly. Something is off.
Damn. I hope you didn't get, like, brain damage from this.
Right? It's like my body and mind aren't totally in sync with each other. Almost as if this really isn't my body. As if my nerves aren't communicating properly with my extremities. I try blinking slowly. This might just be my imagination. Could this be exhaustion? I haven't slept much lately. I try to move my hand again. There is no disconnect this time. This is my body.
Okabe, are you listening?
A familiar voice. I turned around slowly. Kurisu is there. She stares at me, perplexed.
What was all that screaming for?
What is she talking about?
Are you sick?
I try answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. Even more bewildered, I clear my throat several times. No, I'm fine.
Then get ready to go already. We're going shopping, remember? She's just gonna believe that after all of that?
Right? Shopping? For what? I search my memories. The moment I do, images appear in my mind like a string of exploding light bulbs.
Humans are temporal beings. But now you're fine. Ugh. You sure about this? Really?
I remember now. I used the time leap machine.
You'll remember the future.
That's right. What am I standing around for? Where am I?
Huh?
I grab Kurisu's shoulders and pull her close. What time is it now? What month? What day?
Hey, that hurts. Calm down.
How can I be calm? Shopping? You said we're going shopping? Which shopping trip is she talking about? Daru is sitting at his computer, staring at us wide-eyed. Daru, what day is it? What time is it? Well, it's the 13th, a little past 5. The 13th? A little past 5. Did it work? Did I manage to leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Does that mean I've leaped into my past self? Is there a chance that it was all a dream? Thinking back, forward, it doesn't seem real. Commandos breaking into the lab, it's like something out of a Hollywood movie. But the sight of Mayuri, broken and bloody, is burned into my eyes. I remember the smell of the blood, The sound of the gunshot. The weight of the headgear on my head. The pain of the bullet tearing through my arm. Kurisu screaming, Suzuha fighting to defend us. I remember it all vividly. I touch my arm. No bullet holes, no pain even. Was it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time leaped before. I can only hope that it was a dream. A future like that is too much to bear.
That's frustrating when something like that happens, like time travel, time leap, whatever, and then they're like doubting if it was real, and that delays them in doing what they need to do because they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, but also I think I would probably be the same in the situation.
Oh yeah, that's realistic. To be super confused.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
I think the paranoia would make me still like, okay, just
Absolutely.
to be safe.
It's
Let's
like,
all just leave the lab right now.
yeah, let's hop onto one of other Japan's islands for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I recall Mayuri's last moments, and my eyes fill with tears. I force the tide of emotion back. Where's Mayuri? I look around the lab. Kurisu and Daru are here, but I can't find Mayuri. Where's Mayuri? She just left saying that she was going to Lukashi's place. Aren't you listening? That's right. Mayuri went to beg Lukaku to wear her costume. She won't return until it's time for the party.
Tell her not to come back. Just go.
What do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it was a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act. Now. I take a deep breath. It must have been a dream. There's no way something like that could really happen.
No!
It was a nightmare brought on by anxiety. That's all.
Look, okay, I'm gonna smack you.
There's no other logical explanation. I desperately persuade myself that it's so. Little do I know that I will soon regret my foolishness.
Oh my god, it's gonna happen again, and then he's gonna have to go back again and be like, no, okay, for real, it's real this time.
Did I just have a dream inside a dream?
Right.
Kurisu goes shopping alone. I stay in the lab with Daru, waiting for Mayuri to return.
So, Stein, welcome. You missed the most dramatic thing ever, which was having to see poor Mayuri's dead body, and the desperate struggle for them to be able to get to the machine to use it to go back in time. So he went back in time with his time leap thing, and here we are, and he's like, oh, it must have been a dream, and I want to smack him.
Welcome to the stream, Sign. Thank you for coming. I like that little pig thing that they have on top of the TV. It's cute.
Aw, even the other thing is kind of cute and weird.
I don't know what the heck I don't know what the heck it is. It kind of looks a little bit like a skinny Ditto.
Yeah, but it's like, what's that sharp thing at the end? Is it a needle? Is it a?
It looks like an antenna. It's got a satellite antenna on its head.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm back, and you're alive.
For a real short while.
Yeah, because he's stupid.
An innocent smile. Mayuri is alive.
Bruh, he should have let Kurisu come back. She would have had this handled already.
Nothing will happen to her. So I feel like I'm probably forgetting something that they explained. But since Okabe still retains his memories, even if they just use the phone wave, using the D-mail, for him, what is the difference between using the time leap machine in the phone wave. That's one thing that's confusing me, and I feel like they probably did explain it. Because it seems like it would only make a difference for someone who does not have his ability to remember, like he does when things change.
I think the main difference is that with the D-mail, we don't know. It depends on what message they're sending and to who.
Yeah.
Because then whatever the changes that's going to occur could be something outside of him, even though he does retain his memories.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Like, with a phone wave, you have to go through that whole mess of keeping to a certain character limit. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. I was worried for nothing, by which I mean I was worried for absolutely everything.
Yep.
When Suzuha arrives, we begin the meeting. He's gonna see the television come on, like that ruse report, and be like, "Oh, fuck."
Ocarine. I called Beres-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come.
Or this very... I've heard these words before. Deja vu, a trick of the mind, and something that plagues Coco's existence.
I've been there many a time.
I hate that feeling so much. It creeps me the fuck out.
Deja vu, the feeling of having experienced something before despite not having actually experienced it. It feels like you are recalling a genuine past experience as opposed to an imagined experience or a dream. However, you are unable to recall when and where that experience occurred, which results in an intense feeling of strangeness. The cause of deja vu has yet to be determined. One theory is that it is a physiological phenomenon caused by a temporary desynchronization of the recollection and storage functions of memory. The cause is theorized to be spasms in the brain's parahippocampal gyrus, which is in charge of spatial reasoning and the sensation of familiarity.
I never knew that. That's really interesting.
It is. Although sometimes I actually wonder if maybe it actually did happen, you know? Because they're saying, oh, that it actually didn't happen. But what if it did? It did happen, like it happened the other day. I was doing something really minor, and I was like, oh, this is deja vu. And I probably did do it before. You know, it was like a minor routine action.
And that makes a lot of sense, because it could have happened, like, 15 years ago in which you were doing the same thing, and maybe a song was playing and then that happened again. Like, you're probably not going to remember something like that actively. Marco says Denia was a long river.
It sure is.
Oh, do they have plans?
Beres-chan has a Rainet tournament.
Crap. I should have gone to cheer. How careless of me.
And Luka-chan seemed embarrassed for some reason. Maybe she thinks he'll make her wear a costume again.
It's just like my dream. I've never remembered a dream this vividly before. I remember every word that was spoken. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay?
She said it was embarrassing. I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens. Cuteness is justice. Is that what they say? You're cute too, Chris-chan. Flirts. Huh? Hey, Komima's coming up. Wanna go? I can't make something new, but I have a costume of post-awakening Sera from Bloodtune I made last year. I think the size is just right for you too. Me? Cosplay? I'm sorta interested. But I refuse to do it in public, though.
You don't have to show anyone except me. But eventually, you'll want them to see. The cosplay demon compels you. That reminds me, Chris-chan, you're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from?
Oh, this? I attended Ayamine for about 2 weeks. I modeled this outfit after their uniform.
Oh, the uniform is really cute, but you made it even cuter. You might have really good design sense. I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay? You could try it on then.
You know, I actually just wondered, since that's something that I've always seen being kind of like a big deal, that in Japan all the schools have like a recognizable uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me wonders, is there any sort of legality to that?
What do you mean?
Because if someone saw you in a uniform from a particular school, they would assume that you go to that school. So I wonder if there's any sort of faux pas or even legal issue in doing that.
Ah, I see. Potentially, if they have, maybe they have like a copyright, like, you know?
Maybe I guess maybe the more elite the school, maybe they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look that up later.
Yeah, good question. Sure.
When's the photo shoot?
Good to know you're still a pervert, Hashira.
Come on, it's Bloodtoon Seda. She's got pad model going on.
Oh yeah, we looked that up. Pan model?
It means her panties are completely exposed.
No way.
I remember we looked that up, and I immediately got hit by some images, and made me glad I did not share it on stream.
Right.
It's okay. You might not know this, but last year there was a really popular saying. They're not panties, so it's not embarrassing.
Japan is over.
Wear it, okay? It's a promise.
Maybe you shouldn't bother. Suha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Kurisu again. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. I remember this too. I feel like I'm losing my mind here.
Dang it. Okabe, do something.
You're asking for trouble by trusting Makise Kurisu?
What's that supposed to mean? I've been meaning to ask. Did I do something to you?
Not to me, but I know everything you've done.
What do you mean? I've done nothing to be guilty of.
Perhaps, but I know your true nature.
Wow, you can see into my heart? That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how it works.
It's not science, it's a prediction.
So you're just making it up.
I know.
Oh, Karin.
Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
Stop them from fighting.
Should I listen to Mayuri's plea? Like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, should I just let Mayuri handle it instead? I don't know. I can't move a muscle.
Jeez.
Mayuri pouts and goes over to the two girls.
Guys, Mayushi doesn't like it when you fight. Let's all get along, okay?
Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually, peace returns to the lab. Kurisu's in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P.
This is like torture.
Yeah, but I can't pay attention to what I see on the screen. It doesn't enter my head. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
That girl loves her bananas.
Hey, Okarin. It's been really lively here these past few weeks, huh?
Stop it. Why are you saying the same things as in that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream.
It's fun.
Mayuri smiles happily, not noticing my lack of a reply.
Now that there are 8 lab mems, Mayushi thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs. We should buy more. Do you have money, Okarin?
I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look Mayuri in the face.
I guess you can use some of my salary. We need a new microwave too. Otherwise, I can't warm up any juicy chicken #1. Okarin, are you okay? You don't look so good.
It's nothing.
I want to punch him.
Are you feeling sick? Then you need to rest. Want to lie down? You can lie in my lap, okay?
I'm not... Before I can finish, the television interrupts me with an urgent news bulletin. The subtitles read, Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Kaihin Tohoku lines.
Seriously, what's it gonna take? Is this it? Or is he gonna wait until the guy's freaking bursts in and he's like, oh shit, it's not a dream?
A bomb threat? Hang on, those lines all pass through Akiba. How's Mayushi gonna get home?
Oh yeah, I should call home.
No, it can't be. It's the same. Every last thing, the same. Okabe Rintaro, I need to know. It was a dream. You've completed the time leap machine, right? It had to be a dream! But if it was a dream, then why? Are you listening? The time leap machine's done. Okay. I just remembered I've got something to do. I'm going out. Suzuha leaves the lab without another word.
What's wrong with her?
Does she know what's about to happen?
Get the heck out of there! Stop this!
Nothing's going to happen. The break-in was a dream. But no matter how hard I try to convince myself of that, I can't shake the icy hand clutching my heart. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. I remember this feeling too, from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second chance only to let it go to waste?
Yes.
A soft feeling against my fingers. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written in her face. I reflexively look towards the door. If the dream wasn't a dream, then... any second now. It happens exactly as I remember. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now.
Dang nabbit, you fool.
I did leap through time. It was the future I remembered. I was supposed to change this present, to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself that it was a dream and wasted my chance to save everyone.
Hands in the air. Nobody move.
Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing. Why didn't I do anything to change this? Wasn't that why I leapt through time? The sound of heels echoes down the hallway. A woman is coming up the stairs. Kiryu Moeka. The woman who killed, who will kill Mayuri. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. God damn it, gotta look at Okabe's like Slender Man hand again.
Ugh.
The one like above Mayuri's head wigs me out.
It does. It's horrible.
This is happening because I did nothing to stop it.
I always read on Twitter and I hear it so many times, the struggle that artists go through with hands and feet.
Mm-hmm.
Moeka-san.
Yeah, like everything else, I'm like, yeah, that's good. But I kind of just see like the way it kind of bent, like that one finger bends, and I'm like, I'm sorry, artists. I know you guys have to do so much, but it's just sticking out to me.
Yep.
We're taking the time machine.
If I kill her first, will Mayuri live?
How do you plan to kill her with all these people holding guns on you, bro?
Right? I considered the option, but soon give up. The real danger is the men behind her. 3 of them have assault rifles. They'll gun us down the instant I try anything. My only hope is for Suzuha to make her move before Mayuri is shot.
She wasn't able to stop it last time, bro.
Is there even a chance?
Makise Kurisu, Okabe Rintaro, Hashida Itaru. The 3 of you will come with us. You can't resist. Come with us.
Maybe this time you just go with them. That will save Mayuri's life, maybe.
Where? I have no words.
At least tell us where we're going. You cannot refuse. There is nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Lies.
The 3 of you come with us. Why just the 3 of us? I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice. Moeka-san, you're lab member too, aren't you?
In reply, Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. It's happening again.
Our mission is to silence you. Your refusal to come will change nothing. Come with us, now. If you continue to resist, I'll have to resort to extreme measures.
Moeka slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at
Shina Mayuri is not needed.
I try to shout stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. I turn to Kurisu for help. Kurisu is staring at Mayuri. She looks as if she might start crying at any second. I turn to Daru. He's shaking. His lips move as if to speak, but nothing comes out. Someone. Anyone. Please.
It's up to you, dude.
Stop her. Stop Moika!
For CERN, for FB. For CERN, for FB.
Facebook is not worth this, Moika.
Right?
Her lips close tightly. A sharp, dry crack splits the air.
Did he seriously just stand there?
Time slows to a crawl. Moika pulled the trigger. Blood spurts from Mayuri's forehead.
I'm feeling like I'm being tortured.
I'm sorry, dear.
This man does not deserve to be the protagonist. He's so stupid. He just stood there knowing. I thought he would at least try to push her out of the way, do something, take the shot for her. I don't know, bro.
It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then, the smell of blood. More screaming! Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. In my arms, Mayuri takes one long, ragged breath. And then...
Oh, goody.
No. Not again.
She's feeling deja vu now.
How many times do we have to experience this pain?
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Again. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You three, come with us now. No more warnings. Resist and we will kill you too.
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. It's the same. I knew it would be. I let Mayuri die again, because I didn't believe my own memories of the future. I lay Mayuri down on the floor. I'm sorry, Mayuri.
You're right, Stein. I am a pile of salt right now.
I'm so sorry. I stand up. Rage takes hold of me once again. I'm helpless to resist. I take one menacing step towards Moika.
Okabe.
Kurisu grabs my hand before I can take another.
You can't.
Let me go!
You can't. They'll kill you.
Moika's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is already on the trigger. You gonna kill me too?
If you resist. Please, Okabe, do what she says, okay? Otherwise, they'll kill you too.
I grit my teeth and suppress my anger. Just then, something small and round strikes Moika's gun hand. She drops her gun. At her feet lies a small stone.
Get down!
Gah! The next events transpire exactly as I remember. Suzuha appears in the doorway, knocking down the first man before anyone can react. She then proceeds to dispatch the remaining men with a series of swift, precise maneuvers.
Who the hell?
The dark-skinned man, the last one standing, takes aim at Suzuha with his assault rifle. Thank you, Ray. But before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him.
Ugh.
Blood spurts from the man's hands. Without stopping, Suzuha delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to the man's jaw.
Enough.
Moeka and Suzuha point their guns at each other. A standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
Who are you?
42. She glances at me. TV. This time I already know what she means. Turned on. I make a break for the development room.
Don't move.
That's my line! Kurisu is right behind me. I grab the headgear and jam it onto my head without a moment's hesitation.
Are you sure? Because I don't know, it might happen again, you idiot. So shouldn't you let Kurisu do it this time? Okabe,
I'm going back.
What if it fails?
Get the machine started. There's no time to argue. I grab Mode Snake from the shelf. Kurisu bites her lip and starts setting up the X-68000. Okabe Rintaru! One of them's headed your way!
Kill them. Don't let them use it.
oh, the lines are a little different this time.
Yeah. Before the crew cut man enters the development room, I push the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
This time he shoots and he shoots Kurisu.
Are you okay? Oh, are you sure, Okabe? Are you sure about this, really?
Do it, Kurisu. Activate the machine. I see blue-white lightning shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. This is reality. It wasn't a dream. I burned that fact into my mind as I prepare to time leap. One more chance. The rest of this game is just this endless loop of us just when the shaking begins. Please give me one more chance. Once more, the world explodes into light.
I'm gonna kill you myself, Okabe, if you don't get this right this time.
I can't hear. It feels like someone is crushing my eardrums. Slowly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. My body convulses as if struck by lightning. I am Okabe Rintaro. I'm in the lab development room, standing in front of the time leap machine with my phone to my ear. My brain hurts again. This isn't like a headache. It's somehow deeper. With the pain comes a torrent of emotions. Sorrow, longing, hope, joy that threatens to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters. It worked again. I quickly returned to the lounge.
Yeah, you surprised me.
I almost crashed into Kurisu.
Don't startle me like that.
Daru, is it just before 5 on the 13th? Yeah? Alright, time leap successful. I pat Kurisu on the shoulders, almost in an embrace. You're a genius.
Oh, he's actually grateful. What's gotten into you? Stop manhandling me. It's gross.
I scramble for my phone.
Tell her not to come back, seriously.
Do-do-do, Mayushi here.
Mayuri, where are...
But I can't answer the phone right now.
Oh,
It went to voicemail.
Please leave your message after the beep.
Mayuri, contact me at once, okay? At once! I hang up. I look at my watch again. It's just past 5. Thank God for the time leap machine. It makes me shiver to imagine what would have happened without it. I have 3 hours until Moeka kills Mayuri. Everything's going to be okay. That's plenty of time to escape. First, I'll meet up with Mayuri and leave Akiba. We can go to Ikebukuro. Wait, what if they're watching her house? Maybe we should hop the bullet train and get out of Tokyo entirely.
yeah.
Anyway, we're fine as long as Moeka doesn't find her today. So first, I need to find Mayuri.
You should tell the others and get them out of there too. Okabe, you look kind of crazy. What's wrong?
Kurisu and Daru look at me with concern. Both of you, get out of here now.
What's this about?
I check my wallet. I only have 9,000 yen and some change. I'll need to stop by an ATM and withdraw everything I have.
Is this another one of your fantasies?
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders, dumbfounded. I don't have time to answer her. I slip beside her and dash out of the lab.
You seriously should make the time and just like a simplified version and be like, hey, something bad happened. I had to use a time leap machine. Please, let's just get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okabe, where are you going? Hey!
I run full speed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Naturally, I have to stop for breath before I get more than a few blocks. The sun is setting, but the temperature still hasn't dropped below 30. Sweat quickly covers my entire body. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. I finally stagger through the archway. Now I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, there wasn't time for that. Finding Mayuri comes first. I run to the courtyard where I find Lukako standing alone with her bamboo broom.
I bet you he just missed her.
Lukako!
Okabe-san.
She bows her head.
What's wrong?
Mayuri! Where's Mayuri?
Mayuri-chan already left.
Bruh, why didn't you call Lukako's phone?
She left?
Yes. When you see her, could you tell her that I'm sorry? I'd really prefer not to cosplay. I don't want to disappoint her, but it's too embarrassing to dress like that in front of people.
I finally catch my breath. I don't have time to listen to Lukako's apologies. Mayuri went back to the lab.
I think so.
That doesn't make sense. I know she comes to the lab around 6:30. It's still 5:30. Well, she probably went because of the voicemail, I'm gonna guess.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how slowly you walk, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get to the lab.
And why didn't she call him back?
So what was she doing for the extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this. She didn't say she was dropping by somewhere.
No, I didn't ask. Is something wrong?
If Mayuri comes back here, tell her to call me right away.
Okay.
I'd better check the lab. We might have missed each other. When I get back to the lab, nobody's there but Daru. Did Kurisu go shopping by herself? I call out to him as he's ordering pizza on the computer. Where's Mayuri? Did she come back? Huh? No. Where is she? I take a bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and chug it down. The cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now I can think, but I still can't relax. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Mayuri's death. Hey, Okarin, why are you so jumpy? I need to find Mayuri. Isn't she at Lukashi's? Not anymore. She was gone by the time I got there. I start to pace in irritation. Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends? Who? What's her phone number? How should I know? Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here, but Mayuri and I rarely spend time together outside of the lab. May Queen in the shrine, that's about it. I have no idea where else she might go. May Queen doesn't even exist on this world line. Now that you mention it. Do you know something? I think she said that her phone was about to run out of power. She had to turn it off.
Dang.
Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my cause. Hey, what's going on? Why are you still here, Daru? I thought I told you to leave. I sit on the sofa. I feel the weight of stress on my shoulders and in my bones. I'm not leaving without a good reason. Tell me what's going on, man. They're going to kill Mayuri. What? Cern's after us. In 2 hours, their men will break in and kill Mayuri. Get out while you still can. What? For real? Can you get in touch with Kurisu? Pass the message on to her. In 2 hours? How do you know that? Daru pauses for a moment. He looks towards the development room, where the time leap machine is sitting. No way, you used it? I nod gravely. I kicked Daru out of the lab and sent him home.
Seriously, that took 2 minutes, bro.
Right? He promised to call Kurisu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel, but a few minutes later she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. Now I just need to wait for Mayuri to get back. I thought about looking for her, but it's too risky. We could miss each other like we did at the shrine. Better to wait here in front of the building. While waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Mayuri returns to the lab at 6:30. That leaves about an hour before Moeka's attack. In an hour, you could ride the bullet train from Tokyo Station to Shizuoka. Is that the best plan? Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low in a hotel for a while. I can think about what comes next after Mayuri's safe. The time leap machine doesn't matter. Moeka can have it. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates on my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri. Huh? Startled, I turn towards the voice. Suzuha and Mr. Brown have emerged from the Brown Tube workshop. I see them lock the door. Guess they're closing up shop. That's right. I forgot about Suzuha. What are you doing here, Okabe Rintaro? Nothing. That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. I still can't believe it. Where does an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? And then there was her strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard about the bomb threat, almost as if she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's that business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is Amane Suzuha?
Oh, I know. You're getting ready for that party tonight, aren't you?
How did you know we're having a party?
Shina Mayuri. She came by earlier today to invite me over. Hope you've got room for one more, 'cause I'm...
You can't!
Am I a bother?
No.
It's okay, I understand. I guess I'm still an outsider.
That's not it.
What's wrong with you, Okabe? Let my part-timer join your little club. You owe her, remember? It's thanks to her belly, that I let you off the hook for shaking the building last time.
My belly? Hey!
Suzu has recovered her jacket. She's properly dressed now.
Hello, Ruben. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
Hello,
Yeah, we did our first time leap. Okabe thought it was all a dream, so we had to see Mayuri die again, and now we were on our second time leap.
Mm-hmm.
Suzuha has recovered her jacket. She's properly dressed now.
She's got a fine belly, tight and well-trained. Ugh.
Almost enough to take down, like, 5 commandos.
I'm standing right here, you dirty old man.
The party is cancelled. I'm sorry, part-time warrior, but please go home today.
Cancelled?
Yeah, sorry. I attempt to smile, but with little hope of success.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. How's everyone in chat doing? I'm bemoaning that tomorrow is once again back to work. I'm also in the middle of looking for an apartment with my brother, so that's been a little rough going. The first 2 ones that, we found online and contacted the people for were sketchy. One was absolutely just a complete scam, because when I called them and I asked them about where it's at the actual address, since they just kind of gave a general location, they wouldn't answer that. They were just like, oh, we'll send you an email with the application. And the email, they didn't even make an effort. The email I got was directly in the spam folder right away, and it was just a link. And I was like, yeah, I'm not touching that. The other one was the other one was also kind of weird, and like we talked a little with them, but they were just being so evasive about a bunch of questions. Then there was one for which we did actually do a viewing, and that one was legitimate, and we're really interested in that one, and we sent in an application for that. But there were a lot of people also looking at it, so chances of us getting it, I don't know, seem low right now. Ruben says, yeah, this is where your manual input makes a difference. You wouldn't have had to see that again if you had called Mayuri. So we can actually... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know we could actually just go ahead and call people on our own whim. Huh. Like, I thought... Well, damn. Binks is not gonna be happy about that. Huh. Cause like I saw the option there, but I didn't actually think it would, like, when I say, I've been to our contacts, but I didn't know like we could initiate it. I thought it was just either pick up or don't pick up. No, I didn't forget about the phone. I just didn't think it was something that you, the player, could initiate. I thought it was one of those things where you just decide whether you want to take the call or not. Because as far as I can recall, I don't think we ever had to do that before without being prompted. But I might have forgotten. But yeah, for the apartment stuff, there are a couple others that we've been looking to. The thing that we're having a little bit of difficulty is finding a 2-bedroom one that's within our price range. Also, since my car was hit in a hit and run when it was parked back in April, it has to be something that I can either walk to or that one of the bus passes through. That there's at least a bus stop within walking distance. Because otherwise I won't be able to get to work. So it's been rough. Ruben asks, what did you think of the reveal of Okabe's origin as Hyun Kyoma and Mayuri as his hostage? Yeah, that one hit me in the heart. Ruben says, yeah, you can usually tell when the game is prompting you to use the phone. Okabe's inner monologue said something like, maybe I should call Mayuri. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'll be on the lookout for that from here on out. So is that something that you can only do at select parts? Or could you, like, possibly get extra dialogue or scenes from characters if you try calling them just throughout the game? Like, I know now we won't be able to since we got the whole message that her phone's probably out of batteries.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Binks, Ruben informed us of something very interesting.
Huh?
So we could have possibly avoided that second death if we had actually just gone into our phones and tried to call Mayuri at the very beginning.
Oh my god. I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I thought you could only use the phone when you're receiving a call. Like, I didn't know that you could initiate calls yourself. But apparently, whenever Okabe has the thought, I should call, you actually can call them.
So, did he even have that thought, though?
I don't know.
I don't remember him having that thought, because when he did, he called her. But then he also did a lot of wasting time, of, well, this is just a dream.
Yeah, I think maybe at the very beginning we maybe missed something that kind of insinuated we should call her. And then by the time he tried to himself, her battery must have run out by then.
Oh, how annoying. Wow. Welp.
We learned. We learned the hard way.
Yep.
Gosh,
because my thing, like what I said is like, if I had known we could initiate calls, I would have been like, right after that, would have been like, why don't we just call Luca then if she's with her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess if we had actually done this, we would have immediately gotten on this like this second scenario we have right now, right? Where we already like, okay, let's I don't know. That must have been a very different scene then, because we would have gotten in contact with her.
Right.
And so that means that she would probably be with us, or would she just have been distracted by something else?
Interesting.
Yeah. I I like that. But it really just makes you feel like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but don't do anything reckless.
Huh. It's weird to have him give me advice. I thought he was just a dirty old man who loved CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. Or maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I got into a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now, that's all. That's the best lie I could manage.
Oh, is there gonna be blood?
Well, someone's blood. Blood?
I mean, look over there.
Suzuha points across the street. I turn to look. To my surprise, there's Mayuri walking up the street with a big bag. When she notices us, she waves her hand with a ditzy smile. Mayuri!
Huh? Aren't you fighting? She looks really happy to see you.
I ignore Suzuha and run to Mayuri. The clock on my phone says 6:33.
Hey, where are you going?
I wasted precious time talking to Suzuha. Now that I've secured Mayuri, we need to get as far away from Akiba as we can.
But don't they do stuff to the train? So how are you gonna get away? What's the rush, Okarin?
I ignore her question and grab her hand. Run! To the station!
Oh, what? Oh, wait, my bag!
Forget it, just run!
Why?
Just run! I can't get the image of Mayuri's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her, I won't! Mayuri gives no further resistance. She follows obediently, quickly matching my pace. I forget that she's faster on her feet than I am.
Hey, where are we going?
First we'll head for Tsukuba or Yokohama. I'm already gasping for air. Mayuri, however, might as well be strolling along for all the difficulty she's having.
I love that headcanon now that she's like really strong and she probably could carry him or something.
Yes. How can she be so ditzy yet so athletic at the same time? The sun has already set, but the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. We run through streets lit by dazzling shops. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold this thought in my mind as we run. I'm already exhausted. Mayuri practically has to drag me along to keep going.
Shouldn't we rest a bit?
No, stopping until we're on the train. I do my best to keep up the pace.
But Okarin, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise.
When we reach the station, I realize that something is wrong.
Ah, you fool.
The station is packed. Seriously packed. You don't see this many people even at rush hour. The crowd is milling around the entrance. For some reason, it looks like no one is going in. What's going on here? A protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this! Just then, an announcement plays over the PA.
Your attention, please. The Yamanote, Keihin, Tohoku, and Sobu lines are currently suspended. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and kindly ask for your cooperation.
Finally, I realize my mistake. That's right. Before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there are so many people standing around. In my haste to flee the city, I completely forgot. How could I have been so stupid?
Well, at least he calls himself out. I wonder what happened.
All of the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akiba. What about other means of public transportation? The subway or the bus?
Or how about you go to a police station?
Should we go to another station?
Yeah, police station.
I turn around and head back the way we came, keeping a firm grip on Mayuri's hand. But before we get more than a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realize that we're surrounded.
Bruh, they're gonna kill them right there in the middle of the crowd. Who is this? The guy?
I guess so? Or a person. I don't know. Probably have a lot of people.
Okabe Rintaro.
A low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab.
Okabe, do you know these people?
Mayuri grips my arm tightly as she looks anxiously at the men.
Come with us.
Who are you? Instead of answering, the man makes a grab for my arm. I jerk away and try to escape, but the men move to block us again.
If you resist, we'll kill you.
CERN! They're with Moeka! She must have planned for this in advance.
Of course you forgot. She did say there were people around, dude.
A chill runs up my spine. We made a terrible mistake when we hacked into CERN. I realize that now, though it's far too late. Are you going to kill us with all these witnesses around?
This isn't a game.
I felt something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. Then it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Am I going to die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. But how do I get out of this? The crowd at the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through.
People always do this, even in real life. They're like, something's going on, and all they care about is, I want to go home. I want to do this. And it's like, bruh.
Yeah. Yep. Just look at how some people dealt with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
This could be our chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn and strike the man's hand aside. His gun falls away, and the man gets swallowed by the crowd. Run, Mayuri! I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back towards the lab. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Moeka's group will be there shortly. Is the subway still running? If we can get on at Soihirocho station, we can take the Ginza line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab a train heading out of Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from my exhaustion. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. We can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long before a new obstacle appears. 4 men walking together up ahead suddenly stop and turn to face us. I've got a bad feeling about this. They don't look like otaku. Are they with CERN, too? My fears are confirmed when the 4 men start walking towards us, arms spread to block the street. No doubt about it. They're after us, too. I turn to flee back towards the station, and there I see the first group of men closing in behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one choice. I grab Mayuri and make for the nearby side street.
Where are we going, Okarin?
I'm trying to get to Suihirocho station without using the main streets. But as we pass UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Are they with CERN too? How many men do they have? We turn back and change course. Mayuri, you're a faster runner, so... Talking while running uses up all of my breath. Sweat drips into my eyes, making it hard to see. You, go on ahead. Go to Harihite Shrine and Ikebukuro. We'll meet. Before I finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us up ahead.
What's going on, Okarin?
I look back. The group from before is chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are filled with agents of CERN. I recall what Moeka said.
You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. Were we doomed from the start? No, no! We must get away. Leading Mayuri by the hand, I push my way through the crowd and jump the fence onto the road. Oh, God!
Oh, no.
Something strikes me with crushing force, sending me tumbling across the pavement. I come to a stop several meters away. My body is racked with intense pain. A red curtain covers my eyes. I try to brush it off, and my hand comes away slick with blood.
Oh my god.
I grit my teeth against the pain and lift my head. Mayuri is lying on the pavement, a few meters away.
Now you got her killed a different way.
I reach out to her. Mayuri. No response. Mayuri is motionless. No. Did the impact kill her? Mayuri. This can't be happening. The car that ran over us, a white van, pulls up. The door opens, and out steps.
Fucking Maleka, I knew it! I said, watch her be the one who kills her again. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh. This is insane. I've stopped them.
Kiryu Moeka. Her again. She knew the exact moment to be here in order to run over poor Mayuri.
I've secured Okabe-kun. Okabe Rintaro. What would she have done if he actually died from that hit, too?
She's talking to someone on her phone. Has she been tracking us this whole time? I think it's one of those, better to take them in alive if you can, but if you have to kill them, that's fine.
Yeah, because they just want the machine. Contact the police. Sheena Mayuri is dead.
She looks...
What do you have against Mayuri? Why do you want to kill her so bad?
She's like, there can only be one Moe girl in this visual novel.
Oh my gosh.
She looks down at me with eyes cold enough to freeze my blood. That means Lukaku's next.
No!
Why did you kill her?
Because you ran.
You monster! Mustering my strength, I leap up and throw myself at Moeka.
Get her!
She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement.
Good.
I stand up and look around. Moeka is dazed and unable to stand, but I see Shern agents making their way towards us through the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I take a step. A sharp pain stabs through my body. The crash must have broken a bone in my leg.
Oof.
It doesn't matter. I have to get to the lab and time leap again. That's the only way to save Mayuri. I look back at the site of the accident. Moeka is slowly regaining her feet, but Mayuri remains limp and motionless on the road. It breaks my heart to leave Mayuri lying there, but I have no choice. I have to go. Back to the lab. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Surprisingly, CERN's men didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Kurisu and Daru haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. Hope you locked the door. I remember to break into Brown Tube Workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat, and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side where the car hit me.
Oof.
If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. Dude. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. My left arm is numb and can barely move. But still, I force myself to activate the X68000 and input the settings. I'm gasping for breath like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears.
Shouldn't he go back a little further this time, considering...
Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. Because the people in control of me didn't use the phone. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I frantically pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Moeka hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Even if CERN bails her out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were. CERN's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on my headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories are corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use the machine? Of course I should. I curse my weakness. Mayuri's dead, remember? This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate a time leap machine.
Oh, for a sec, I don't know why my brain was like, oh no, what if they shut off the power in the middle of it?
Oh. Oh, that would have sucked. A screeching in my ears. Let's see if we can call her now. Let's just check right away. Nope, not yet. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Alright. Needles stabbing into my brain, 1,000 emotions flooding my senses. The world bends, pulses, and returns to normal. The pain of my wounds has vanished like magic, replaced by a piercing pain in my brain.
What's weird is where he's standing now, though.
Yeah. I fight back a wave of nausea and take stock of the situation. I'm sitting on the sofa with my phone to my ear.
Unless he was smart and went back further.
Another successful time leap. That makes 3. It looks like the time leap machine works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Kurisu's confidence if I told her. But that will have to wait until Mayuri's out of danger. I stand up and look around the lab. Where's Mayuri?
What?
Kurisu, who was dozing off next to me, wakes up with a jerk at the sound of my voice.
Don't shout.
Ah, okay. Alright, thank you for clarifying, Ruben.
I've been working all night, so let me rest a bit.
Where is Mayuri? What's wrong with you? She went to Lucas's, remember? Damn, she already left. I should call or send a mail.
Now.
I know you said it's already past, Ruben, but like, my anxiety is just like, just make sure. Oh.
Mayushi here.
This is probably the voicemail thing.
Yep.
Mayuri, where are? Yep.
Yep. And answer the phone right now, haha.
I got her voicemail.
Please leave your message after the beep.
You suck. It's the same as last time. Damn, why did I forget? Before I time leaped, I should have asked Mayuri where she was today. I'm not thinking straight. I have to calm down.
Yeah.
Wait, I know. Last time we failed because we went to Akihabara Station. I should have known that CERN would be watching. This time we'll take a taxi to another station, then hide somewhere until things calm down.
Maybe you should change your appearance, like wear disguises.
Yeah,
He's the master of cosplay after all.
For now, all I can do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. I consider explaining the situation to Kurisu and Daru, but I just don't have the strength to do that right now.
Ugh.
Besides, I don't want to get them involved. They're kind of already involved.
Yeah, this is so stupid. Why didn't he try calling Lukako? He makes me so mad.
I'll take care of it myself. I won't let any more of my friends die.
No, just Mayuri. Over and over and over and over again.
As before, the Brown Tube workshop closes early. Mayuri appears as Suzuha and Mr. Brown are leaving. We run through the Kanda Myojin's back streets to Ochanomizu Station, taking only minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. We have to get there before the Sobu line shuts down. Ruben says, yeah, Okabe isn't exactly blending in the background with that white lab coat.
Right? They stand out too much.
We manage to make it to the station without being stopped, but when we get there, I see a group of men waiting by the entrance. They look like CERN. Change of plans. We turn around and head for the Ochanomizu subway station. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock.
Oh, I'm so worried. Oh no. I got this vibe like the next death is gonna be pushed in front of a train or something.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like it might be.
Ugh.
According to the scrolling display, the Yamanote, Keihin Tohoku, and Sobu lines have already suspended operations. Wait, it looks like the Chiyoda line has too. It must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Damn! Mayuri hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've led her on this escape, but each time she follows me without a complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. That's why I want so badly to save her. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leap as many times as it takes. Mayuri tilts her head quizzically. I realize that I'm staring at her.
Okarin, Mayushi has a lot of questions, but she'll wait for now. Oh, she's so sweet. But once it's over, I want you to tell me everything, okay?
Yeah, I promise. Mayuri smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I have to leap again, I'll need all the information I can get.
Yay, he's finally thinking a little calmly now.
Where did you go after you saw Lukako?
I got an email from Fubuki-chan. A thread came loose on her costume. I went to fix it.
Where does Fubuki-chan live?
We met at the Starbucks at UPX.
So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. About 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect to be stuck here that long, but it's okay. Right now, Moeka should be in Akihabara, heading to the lab.
Do you see the guy sitting on the bench?
Yeah?
Is he wearing a white lab coat too?
He's a little faded, but he's definitely wearing a lot of white that makes him stand out.
I'm like, oh, another Okabe.
Dun dun dun! Everything is going to be alright. While waiting for the train, I examine the route map on the station's notice board. We can transfer to an overland train at Yoyogi Uehara. It'll take a while, but that will take us all the way to Adawara. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. I can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Oh boy.
Oh no. And out of nowhere, Moeka comes and pushes. Like, seriously.
She does a running leap at her.
Right? Like, she's obsessed with killing her. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Mayuri and I are standing just behind the white line. No! I reach for her hand, meaning to make a dash for the train when the doors open. But I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side, empty. Oh no!
No,
That is right there. That right there, that's saying that he's not gonna be able to pull her back. I don't know if I want to see this.
Oh, this is brutal.
The roar comes closer.
About the party tonight.
Mayuri is saying something I can't quite hear her over the train.
It got cancelled, but we should definitely... What?
Who?
Since when does Moeka talk like that?
I don't think that's her. Is it Ferris, maybe?
I don't know.
Mayuri!
Whoa! Even,
We were right, but like,
they tried to confuse us with a musical note!
right?
Suddenly, Mayuri disappears. Huh? There she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance as if she stumbled, or someone pushed her.
What the frick?
Even though we were so prepared because of the musical note, I dropped my guard. You assholes!
Right? For a second, I was like, oh, maybe someone else will die instead, like if it is Ferris or someone.
She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station.
Oh, God.
I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous.
What is wrong with this world? Why her all the time?
Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. What?
Oh my God! It is Ferris?
What?
What?
What the what?
Oh! Ooh, should we leave it here?
Oh God, it is that time.
Oh my God! What a.
Oh my God! I don't know if this was in the anime. If it was, I completely forgot.
Well, maybe you blocked it out because this is horrible. This is traumatic. Why? Did they brainwash this girl? Was she a secret agent? I'm shocked.
Oh my God.
Here we were like mentally prepared for she's gonna get pushed by Moeka, but no, they completely brain effed us right now.
Even got. Oh God, Jesus. But sorry guys, it is that time. We can only do 2 hours, so we're gonna be suffering as much from this as you guys are.
Jesus. It just feels like the perfect cliffhanger. I like to share my own suffering.
Oh, alright. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back to it again Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. Schedule for this week for myself, Wednesday, over on Succuleaf's channel on Twitch. It will be Final Fantasy 4, and it might be the finale. I think we're getting very close. I think we are, like, right at the end of that.
Ooh.
On Friday, I'd originally meant to get back to Breath of Fire, but then I remembered why it was that I wanted to record that instead of streaming, and considering how much we did, that's a lot of stream that I'm going to have to rewatch to sort of refamiliarize myself with it. So instead, I'll be getting back to Ender's Gate, since I think I only ever did 2 streams of that, and it'll be easier to catch up. So Friday
Ender's Lilies, you mean?
Huh?
Ender's Lilies?
Yes, Ender Lilies. So Friday at 8 p.m. EST, it's going to be Ender Lilies. Then Saturday at 8 p.m. EST, it's going to be the Animorphs reading streams that I do with Moon in order to raise money for the Trevor Project. And that will be my week. But thank you all so much for joining us. We're gonna be reeling for the next 2 hours. Hope you have a lovely time zone wherever you are.
Yeah, for the next 10 days. Even after we stream again, I'll still be reeling.
Toodaloo!